How's it going, folks? Figured we'd do a walk and talk video today because walking is definitely part of my weight loss routine throughout the year. So I don't think I would have had as much success in any of the dietary routines that I've done without adding the walking in. It has made probably one of the most biggest differences in my weight loss journey throughout this year. Because it's the one thing that I have held consistent above all of my dietary choices, whether it was in the beginning, just focused on calories and whatever the heck I wanted, my usual routine. Then, of course, into that whole sugar diet space, I walked throughout that. And then from there, we went into regular low fat, which is where I'm at now. And where I've been since the sugar diet, eating, healthier choices, lean proteins and fruits, vegetables, eating lean and clean, low fat. And even though I took on Cole Robinson's coaching, that hasn't changed. I'm still doing that. I just kind of doing it his way, which I'm backing off on a little bit because that right there led me into some stomach discomfort. So I'm just going to do the low fat the way I was in the beginning. Maybe 2 to 3 meals a day with a cutoff time of 5 p.m. in the afternoon. That seemed to work well for me. I wasn't never starving to death. I wasn't never hungry. I really didn't even need to change it. I just wanted to try out what he was talking about, see if I can increase metabolic rate, which I'm not sure whether or not it worked because I only started on it this week, and yeah, the pain isn't worth the effort for me. I don't know if it's my age or maybe I got a starch intolerance, for when I eat too much like that, because wow, I can put back some food. I didn't even realize how much I could put back until basically I started putting it back. I think maybe the tick season might be over now. That's my part of my walking path. I'm going to have to get the lawnmower down through there and start getting my walking track back today. It's a little cooler today than it has been on the walk. Let's see what we got here for temperature wise. Oh, it's 74. Look at there. I don't know if that's picking up or not. 74 degrees Fahrenheit. But yeah, I got a nice walking path here. Very nice. I enjoy it. Plenty of property to walk on. A lot of free open space to roam. With the tick season fixing to go away, I might even be able to get into some more metal detecting for you guys. I hope soon. That is one outdoor hobby that I enjoy and I miss greatly. Lugging around a detector and my shovel, which I call the root slayer. But yeah, let's see. That's an old garden spot right there. It's well fertilized ground though. Look how the weeds grew up in there. Before this fence was here, I used to garden back there all the time, and it's kind of growed up now. But our property goes way back into those woods and trees and stuff. We'll walk back there soon. We'll walk back there soon. Right now we'll stay off into the cleared areas for now. But yeah, jumping onto that bulk eating program, yeah, I don't really think that's going to be my cup of tea. I don't think that's going to be for me. My hat's off to Cole though. He's got an intense training program, way more intense than I have the capability of putting in. So I don't think that's going to work as well for me without being able to put in that kind of effort. I've got a lot of responsibilities. Right now I'm in between travel, getting my walk in while I can. I come home, get my lunch in while I can, get my traveling while I can. So I had basically some more lean protein today, some oatmeal, some black beans, tomatoes. What else do I have in there? Black beans, tomatoes, lean protein, kind of like a chili. Yeah, and I use that oatmeal to thicken up my soup. So come up with a new one that I think is going to help toward some more weight loss, because I want to get back more focused into weight loss. That's what I started this journey out to do, you know. So just for the record, when you're putting in a lot of steps, you know, with the walking, you know, if you got a decent smartwatch like mine, it says here, look at there, walk detected. So it started, it done an automatic walk detection all by itself. And it started a timer for that. Now technically that timer should have started, what, 10, 15 minutes ago? How long we've been on there? Well, yeah, about 10, 15 minutes ago. I've been talking for 8 minutes, but I was walking before I started running my mouth. Oh yeah, it jumped straight into the walking. Oh, it's pretty much kept up pretty good. I mean, it's got 7 minutes and 28 seconds worth of time there. So even though it just said walk detected, it started picking it up a while ago, I guess. I guess that's good. I know Cole says things like lose the tech and stuff like that, but I enjoy my watch. I don't really go by any of the calories counted or none of that type of stuff on there. You know, I don't think any of that's 100% accurate or anything like that. But what I do like about it is if I'm sitting too long of a period of time, this watch will buzz on my arm and it'll tell you need to get up and be more active. I like that about it. My other one didn't do that, so if something like that helps you, you know, in your overall health journey, I don't see a problem with something like that. Now, I don't, 100% keep up with, like I said, all the calories and burnt and energy spent and all of that stuff. I mean, it goes into my phone, into the app. Of course it goes into it. I just mainly use it to keep track of how far I have walked, because a lot of times I'll even walk further than what the watch has counted. If you're doing it right, if you're doing it for what its intended purpose is supposed to be, then you got nothing to worry about as far as something like that goes. Plus, by the time spent. Oh man, I gotta stop right here for a second. I got something in my shoe. It's right up against my big toe, killing me. I see a perfect spot to stop at. Right up here under this big shade cedar tree. We'll stop here. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. This is a nice little spot. I'm gonna have to put me a bench up under here. See if I can set you up somewhere where y'all don't fall and break my camera, or I can fix my daggum shoe. The heck is on my foot? Sorry, folks. Interruptions, struggles of life are real, as they say. Yeah, this big old cedar tree that you see here, and there are several others on the property that we just left here that were like saplings back in the 80s when we first moved onto this land, because when they sold this property back in the 80s and we first bought it, what our home's on and the neighbors' homes are on, my uncle across the street, I did have like 5 or 6 family members living right here together at one time. Now there's only a few of us left, but even the neighbors that moved behind us are kind of closely related as it is as well. In some way or another, they're associated with the family, so they're like family, is what I mean by that. So, got a pretty good network here of back scratchers looking out for each other. But yeah, tell me what y'all think down in the comments. I mean, that competitive eating style of eating. I'm never going to be a competitive eater, I can tell you that now, even though I can put back the food. Just because you can put it back don't mean you should. Don't mean you should. And the gut discomfort I got from that, I realized real quick, nope, you just went too far with that, boy. Because that took me like just about all of yesterday afternoon to get through, and part of the day before I could even enjoy eating just a normal meal again. So yeah, maybe I have a starch intolerance. Like I said, there's a 10-year difference between me and Cole, so things might affect me different than him. I wish him luck on that journey, though. I'll be with him and doing something similar but different at the same time, in the way of maybe not smashing so many carbs. But either way, I want to continue the weight loss journey and be a part of it all. Got me a nice tight-knit community now. I got some ideas of my own that I'm going to implement as I go along. that not gonna let the cats out of the bag right now. Another thing I want to address during the walk is weigh-in. There's a weigh-in issue. Now, here's the thing. Now this is kind of crappy on some people's part out there in the world. I'm thinking about only doing weigh-ins and discussion for members only groups, because I've noticed a pattern the past 2 months. Right at the end of the month, when it's getting time for weigh-in, I'll shoot up about 10 to 15 subscribers sometimes. The minute I weigh in, I drop about 10 to 15 subscribers. At first, I thought it was just a fluke or whatever, and it still could be, but it seems like a pattern almost, like it's almost as if it's on purpose. And I know there's some Reddit groups out there that like to troll and all of this stuff, and basement dweller types, that don't have nothing better to do than try to, get together and cause some kind of internet drama through comment sections, which really, that's a fading thing of the past as far as stuff like that goes. YouTube gives us some tools that we can use to our advantage, so they're going to come around and troll, and I give them something for free, because most of my subscribers are just going to take my word for what I got to say anyway. Why not make them pay for it, Or, it's just a thought. It's just a thought. Tell me what you think down in the comments. Should I do something like that? It might not address the problem. I don't know. Maybe I could do like a members only live and discuss weigh-in that way. Maybe I could do something like that. Just ideas and thoughts going through my head as I go throughout the day and I make this walk. Good thing about today's walk, we've been out here on it for 16 minutes talking now, and almost 20. I might have to end this soon. Yeah, it's been a crazy week. The scale definitely took an uptick. I could tell it in the tightness of my clothes, but I think a lot of it was just swollen gut from overfeeding on the starch. And we've about got that back under control now. One thing's for sure is I am not back up to 330 pounds, by no means close to that. And I have all the weapons and tools to bring that back down. Trust me. Once you learn certain things in your life about how weight loss can work and can be achieved, you're not going to forget them. And the tools that I have under my belt are fasting mimicking, meaning I can eat and the weight loss that occurs mimics what fasting can do for the carnivore diet guys. The same hormone that kicks in for fasting kicks in for certain food protocols that do the same thing. The difference is I can eat and get the same effect without the fasting. All right, folks, I'm going to end this walking conversation here, but I ain't going to end the walking. I'm gonna try to get in that 20,000 today. And I'm well over 10 now, so probably closer to about 18,000 right now. So yeah, we should be getting close. I got energy running all through me. What is it Smelly Bell says? Strength and weakness and all of that. All right, folks, that's all I got for this one. So I'll tell the next one. You folks have a good one.